Hey guys, new notice dropped. About revisions of effect resolutions in the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG. In accordance with a rule change in the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG, the following changes have been implemented in Yu-Gi-Oh! MasterDuel. Okay. So, no idea, like, about most of these ruling changes, but alright, we'll go through them, rules about flip summoning a monster and resummoning a Gemini monster. When flip summoning a monster or resummoning a Gemini monster, if the summon would be negated, that monster will be treated as if it is on the field during the activation of the effect to negate the summon until the activation of the effect succeeds. Well, what does this mean? So let's see. If I have a Baron to floor flipped face down, okay, and then I flip it face up, that monster will be treated as if it is on the field during the activation of the effect to negate the summon until the activation of the effect succeeds. So, wait, does that work then? Okay, so, wait, if my monster is flip face down then, now I can protect it with something like a Girsu, I guess? Like, assuming Solemn Judgment activates, on my Baron I'm flipping back face up. Doesn't really matter why it was flip face down, but I flip back face up Baron. Solemn, I can protect it now because it is considered on the field. So this is like extremely niche, and you shouldn't really see this in most of your games, but I guess that makes sense, I suppose. But this doesn't explain like how the old ruling works anymore. Like, if I have a Baron and I flip it face up, does it no longer count as properly summoned if the summon is negated by like a Solemn? So like, let's say I normal summon Baron, Book of Moon on Baron, and then like I flip over Baron, and then it gets Solemn Judgmented. Because the flip summon is still a summon, it counts for Solemn Judgment. Then let's say Baron gets destroyed, goes to the graveyard. Is Baron still not properly summoned now, or does it count as properly summoned now? I am not sure with this ruling change, so we'll have to figure that out later. Rules of the effects that are applied slash activated each time a condition is met. If the conditions of an effect that is applied slash activated each time, such as that of Kashira Shangri-Ira, are met multiple times during a single effect resolution, the effect will be applied slash activated for the number of times the condition is met. So I have no idea what this means, because like Shangri-Ira, if you chain like Fenrir and then Unicorn together in same chain, next chain you would be able to activate Ira in both activations of Ira, and it will happen in the same chain, right? Wait, multiple times during a single effect resolution. Oh, so wait, what? Is there a card that would banish face down multiple times? But like kind of separately at the same time as a card effect? Wait, what? That's a single effect resolution, so as a single chain, like chain 1 and only chain 1, so not including chain 2. So when would this happen? No idea. So like, let's say we have a card that does like a desires effect, and then like an effect to banish a card face down as effect. Does such a card exist? Like, I don't think Small World counts, right? Don't the cards get banished at the same time? So surely it doesn't mean like if we banish 3 cards face down, Shangri-Ira will lock down 3 zones, right? No. So it would have to be a card that banishes face down multiple times and not like as one effect. What? It would have to have a then banish face down after applying some sort of like banish face down effect. Does this card exist? I don't think Small World does that. Small World reveals both and then like separately one after the other and then banishes both at the same time, I think, right? And then you add a card from your deck. So Small World doesn't count for this, obviously, right? Well, Okay, I guess. That change, I guess, makes sense. But I'm not sure what this actually affects. But okay. Dark Room of Nightmare. That change has not happened yet. Okay. Rules: when a monster that met the conditions of a trigger effect has its control changed before the effect is activated. So, this is weird. If a monster that met the conditions of a trigger effect has its control changed before the effect is activated, the controller at the time of the effect activation can activate it as its effect. So this is a weird one. Because you would have to chain to some kind of monster stealing effect, right? So let's say we have a Rise Heart and then your opponent steals a Rise Heart. So if we go chain one Arise Heart, not chain one Arise Heart, chain one change of heart, chain two Arise Heart, right? Effect. That would not apply to that because Arise Heart wouldn't work there, but it says trigger. So what kind of trigger would work like this, actually? Yeah. So that says trigger, so not quick effect still. So let's say I do go like DB, chain one, my opponent activates some effect to steal my DB, I would still resolve DB as normal. They wouldn't get to resolve that effect, I guess, because it says trigger. So that kind of change hasn't been made yet. So what would this mean? If Shangri-Ira chain link 1, chain link 2, some effect to steal Shangri-Ira, I would get to choose a zone of my opponents to lock out, I guess, unless Shangri-Ira is targeted, right? So because if the trigger effect is not targeted, I guess you would be able to take its effect, but like what? What would this do for us? If a monster that met the conditions of a trigger effect has its control changed before the effect is activated, the controller at the time of the effect activation can activate it as its effect. Yeah, this one is not like super clear cut. It doesn't really give us a good example either. Okay. Rules: when monsters would be destroyed in battle. If a monster is destroyed, its card name, type, attribute, attack, defense, level, etc. will not change from when the monster would be destroyed in battle according to the damage calculation until it leaves the field. I am not sure when this is relevant, but okay. If a monster is destroyed, this affects battle, I guess. So their things will not change until they leave the field. Is that not how it worked before? What? I'm so confused about this one in particular. I guess if like their things are modified, these won't change back to normal until it leaves the field. What? I mean, these two in particular, I have no idea what these affect, honestly. Like, what? Because this is already, like, hard enough to do. So this would need to, like... Wait, the controller at the time of the effect activation can activate it as its effect? When does this occur? Like, I have literally no idea when this ruling actually matters. So I'm just really trying hard to think of a situation, but yeah, can't really. If you guys have like an idea for Any ideas for when either this ruling here for the triggers or the when monsters would be destroyed in battle actually matter? Uh, please leave an example in the comments below. I'm literally just stumped. Like, I can't. So, no idea about certain parts of these rulings, but they are for sure changes. So, these probably don't affect you unless it comes up. But it looks pretty niche in general for when most of these come up. So, the only one that you'll probably have, well, you'll probably see that matters is probably this one, rules of the effects that are applied / activated each time a condition is met. I guess that one looks like the most relevant one. But like aside from that, I don't see anything like super interesting. Will probably just be that one, yeah. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.